Today we're making a birthday card using a bunch of my favorite brands, and we are using a spotlight heat embossing technique, and this background is made out of washi tape. So if you want to see how I made this, stay tuned. Hey crafty people, this is Ellen with EGI Designs and welcome to my channel. Today we kind of have a two-part. We're going to be going over some of the AALL Create Layer It Up washi tape. I'm going to give you some tips on that, and then we will make a card with one of the washi tapes. So let's get into it. I don't know if you've ever seen the AALL Create washi tapes before, the Layer It Up ones, but basically it's a continuous pattern and you cut it at certain points and it creates a full picture, which is very cool, very interesting. So whenever I get a new tape, what I like to do is just make a template of it. So that way I know, okay, next time I go to create this, all right, where does this go? All right, so I know that this part is this part, and then this part is this part, and it just makes it a lot easier so that, you know, you're not getting frustrated when you're making your project as to how do I put this together, where am I going with this. So I have 4 new tapes here. This one is called Midsummer, and it's so pretty, the colors are so gorgeous. This one is called Pink Hue, with the florals in there. This one I love. This one is called Flora e Carta. And it's got some butterflies and flowers and postage things on there. And then this one is called Peony Pinks. I mean, look at how beautiful that image is, right? Just cut that out and put it as a focal on your card and you'll be all set. And there are a ton more tapes, and I do have another video where I did some other tapes, and I will link that over, and I also have another project that I had made with some of the other tapes, so I can put that too. Alright, so we'll go back to the Pink Hue. So one thing that I really like to do when I get a new tape is I take my label maker and I just put what number it is and what the name is, and then I stick it on the inside of the roll. Because if you just looked at this, you might not actually know what it is called, or if you wanted to get this again, you'd be like, well, I don't know. So I don't know if you can see. So I just put a little label in there so I know exactly which one they are. So now we have this one all set. Alright, and so the thinner width tapes are 5 strips per image, and then the ones that are a little bit thicker are only 4. So alright. So you'll see on this that the image is continuous, and all you have to do is match up the edges with the other edges. And sometimes on the tape they're out of order a little bit, so that's why I really suggest doing the template, because then you know, oh, I have this piece and it's in the middle, and I have this piece and it's on the bottom, and then so you can kind of set them aside, you know, like on your mat. Okay, this is strip number 1, strip number 2, and then put them on together. And so the edges butt right up next to each other. So that's what you want to do. You just want to the lines on each of where they connect, you just line those up together and stick it down, and you are good to go. One cool thing about these washis is that, so here's a couple that I'd cut out. You can actually use alcohol markers on there. So a lot of times on these black and white ones, you can just add your own pop of color. I was just doing some playing around to match with our color palette for today on our project. And then this one, I don't know if you can see, I did, you can do heat embossing. And so I used a bunch of different colors of Distress Embossing Glaze. because the cool thing about the embossing glaze is that it's transparent. So let me show you. You can still see all the detail in the washi tape underneath here. So that is an awesome thing that you can use this with. And what I did was I used this Emboss It pen from Ranger. You just color it on like a pen, and then you put the glaze over it, and then use your heat tool and melt the powder, and then you are good to go. Alright, so let's get started. So I have some pieces that I put together off screen. I want to use that beautiful Flora e Carta washi. So I put that out and then cut that out. And this die set is from Gina Designs, and it is the new Picture Perfect frames. And this comes in the Sweet Celebrations card kit, which is available right now. And then the next month, the kit will be broken up, and then you can purchase each part separately. So if you just really like these frames, don't need the whole kit, you just wait a little bit and you will be able to get it. The sentiment on here is also from this kit, and this is the Picture Perfect Greetings. And I like this one. It says, "Hope your birthday is picture perfect." And I thought it went well because this is like a cute little, like a beautiful like picture, like piece of art. So I cut out 3 frames, and before I glued them together, I heat embossed. I don't know if you can see how shiny it is, but I used the white Hero Hues Hero Arts Unicorn ink with the Gina K Fine Detail White powder. Heat embossed that on there, and then glued the 3 together. And then, so I used the Polaroid frame to cut this out so it would fit perfectly in there. I have a little piece to go behind. And then this gorgeous paper. This is from the Tim Holtz. This is the palette collection Indigo. It's so beautiful. I love this color scheme. And to kind of go along with that, I used the Conquered Grape from Tailored Expressions and the Dried Fig for the cardstock. Alright, so out of that Indigo collection, I cut this beautiful piece. So that can go behind, and that will all go together like that. Alright, so one thing I wanted to do was I want to add a little bit of color to this butterfly just to give it a little bit of a pop. So I was trying to kind of match along with these embossing glazes, which would go on the butterfly. And I really like the Villainous Potion. I think it matches really well with that. But it is such a dark color, it's hard to see the design underneath. So I think we might go with this Prize Ribbon. So we can give it a shot, and if it doesn't work out, we can always try again. Alright, so first thing we need to do is you do need to use an anti-static powder. This one is from Tailored Expressions, and I'm just going to put that over the washi so it gets rid of any of the static. Alright, and then I'm going to use this embossing pen, and I'm just going to color in this butterfly. And then once I'm done with that, I'm going to pour over the Prize Ribbon Embossing Glaze and then heat emboss that. So I'm going to speed that up a little bit for you, and then I'll show you what it looks like after. All right, so we have that all set. And I did go back in once I did the first layer, melted that. I went back in and got any, on the edges where I had missed. And so it's got kind of like this cool, I'm not sure how do I want to explain this? But anyway, it's kind of like got a blotchy, like distressed kind of look. Alright, anyway, so we have that. I think that'll look really pretty with this. So let's get this card together, right? Alright, so first thing I want to do is I want to put this frame on this backer. I'm just going to glue that. Alright, and then I'm just going to glue this in here as well. So I'm just going to come in here with the glue. It makes it a little easier instead of if I put it on the back of here and then I'm trying to put it in here, I might get the glue all over the sides and stuff. So alright, well that's setting up. We can put this on. I don't think this is quite directional, but I'll just use tape runner for this. Maybe. My tape runner is getting to the end of the roll, so it's like, I don't want to keep going. Here we can put in the inside as well. So I used another stamp from that Picture Perfect Sentiments, and then I cut a 1/2 inch strip from the indigo paper and used the Chip Sapphire distressed ink to stamp that. That matched really well with the blue. I'm going to put this in with temporary adhesive so that if I mess up when I write out the card, I can just take it out and I don't have to tear apart my whole card. I can just make a new one, easy peasies. Okay, so we have that, and if I didn't mention it before, all of the measurements and all of the supplies I used today will be in the description box and over on my blog at egidesigns.com. And I'll also put a QR code up top for people that are watching on television. You can just scan that with your phone and it'll take you right over to the supply list. Alright, so we are set with that. I'll get this on here. I was going to use my tape runner, but I think I'm going to use glue, only so that I can wiggle it if I need to. Alright, so here is our completed card. We have kind of our spotlight heat embossing there with the Prize Ribbon Embossing Glaze. We have the beautiful washi tape image in the back from AALL Create. We have the picture frame from Gina K and the sentiment from Gina K, and the beautiful Tim Holtz Palette Indigo collection for the background. And then on the inside we have this happy birthday to you. I just love the way that that shines with the glaze on there. Just that kind of spotlight, little pop of color on the front there on that black and white image. Coming up for you next, I have a birthday card playlist, so if you're in the mood to check out some more birthday projects, I'll have them there for you. And I'll also link over to my card making playlist, so if you're just looking for some card inspiration, you can check it out there. Thanks so much for stopping by today, and until next time, like, subscribe, and all that jazz, and have an amazing day. Bye-bye.